Hi there! If you're seeing this video today, you're probably an air sign. This is going to be your predictions for 12th, 13th, and 14th of December, okay? So, if you're trying to figure out what's happening to you, then you might want to check out this video. This could also be timeless. I mean, if you connect with this energy, then you're meant to connect with this energy and you'll know it, okay? But, I would like to also say thank you. To thank you guys for allowing me to heal. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. You have no idea how much it all truly makes a difference. I also want to say that in the description box below, I'm going to have my Cashapp, my Venmo, and my PayPal. If you would like to tip, please do. If not, that's perfectly okay. Tips are not required, and I want you to know that. With that being said, let's get into the reading. So first, we're going to start with what's changing for you in these 3 days. With one card. Okay, there it is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're going to stop waiting for something, okay? Something is not harvesting, something's not coming to fruition, and you're going to stop that. You're taking actions to closing that cycle of waiting out, which is very good, very healthy, I feel. Let's see what... Okay, all right. We're starting with the Knave of Swords. So I feel that maybe in the past... I feel like you're not going to know what... You're not thinking about what to do about this thing that's not coming to fruition. Is your energy. You're not thinking about the truth. Of an ending. Yeah. Something has ended for you, air signs. And you have this hesitancy to not jump right. You don't want to face it. You don't want to face it. You have to face it. You don't have a choice. Yeah, you're causing a failure for your success. The reason it comes out as the Sun in the reverse and not a new beginning is because the truth is that it wasn't that exciting. And if you stay in this energy of not thinking about it or shifting your perspective, you're only going to manifest the outcome that you keep putting yourself in. You're only going to put yourself in this sorrow and anguish. Okay? But I feel like you've been really sorrowed about waiting in the past for this thing to end, but I think that you're moving into that energy of like happiness. You are going to see the new beginning. Wow, you have the Empress and the High Priestess in reverse. So air signs, you are so powerful. You're not manifesting a new beginning. You're not thinking about how to achieve success because you're caught into this stagnant energy of illusion. Okay, you're caught in this energy of waiting and of sorrow. And Spirit says it's time to move out of that. And then you have the Emperor coming out underneath the Empress. This is crazy. You can't make this up, air signs. That's the feminine, that's the masculine, and that's the feminine, that's the masculine. This is just crazy. It's literally like, if you had the Hierophant come out right now, I would literally lose my mind. You're out of control. Like, you're not in control of your future. 9 of Cups and the King of Cups. You're not in control of your future because you're not doing what makes you happy, okay? You're not ending this thing that you've been working on that has made you very unhappy. You're not ending this cycle of waiting, okay? This sorrow. And Spirit wants to tell you, like, just release it. Just release it, okay? Because when you make yourself happy by doing what you want, you create a new beginning for yourself. You create a new beginning that's faced in truth, that is not necessarily the most exciting at sometimes, and it may not be the most clear, but it is very fulfilling to who you are and what makes you happy, all right? It gives you a sense of control, which then promotes you and gives you a reason to want to create sex. It gives you the ability to start thinking about how to cut through all of the stuff that is confusing, how to cut through all of the laziness, and how to apply what makes you feel good to a new beginning for yourself. And then you start to manifest that, which creates a long-term happiness for you. So let's see what else comes out of these cards. I'm going to actually clear the space. So what's going to happen this weekend? What's literally going to happen this weekend, Spirit? That's what I need to know. Let me get the Raider right deck. Air signs. Air sign, someone's leaving to do what's best for them. Under circumstances, someone just felt like things weren't going out the right way. Someone has felt very unlucky, and so they're like, well, I'm just going to leave because I can't do this. I need to be an example. Unlucky because it wasn't what they really dreamt of. It wasn't, they weren't hopeful. They're leaving because you've lost hope and waiting for it. You're leaving this commitment with strength, okay? It's going to take strength. Can I clarify the Hermit, please? Oh my God, the Moon. Yeah, you haven't really faced the truth about why you've been so unhopeful, okay? There's a need to face the truth about your dream. There's a need to go inside of yourself and realize that you've been caught in illusion, caught into this ideal thing of what commitment looks like, or what abundance looks like, of what your wish looks like. And I sense that you're now leaving. You're moving on to commitment, okay? Despite it feeling very unlucky and very hard, you're like, I'm moving into my dream. I'm going to do it. But Spirit wants to say, make sure you're doing what you do for you. Make sure that you're not waiting for, just don't move into another situation, right? Move into victory. I feel like you're leaving a commitment for yourself here. Because things have been unlucky and unbalanced, yeah. You feel like I just feel like you were always hopeful for more. Hopeful that things would change, but that things that needed to change were inside of you always. Page of Wands. Because that's not looking elsewhere. Things have been unfair and unbalanced because you haven't looked elsewhere. You haven't looked elsewhere for the truth. You haven't looked elsewhere inside of yourself. You haven't left what hasn't served you, okay? And I think that's what's, like I said, that's what's changing. You're not going to be in an energy of sorrow or waiting anymore. You're going to start taking physical action. Non-toxic action, too, which is the best action. That's action that comes from a heavenly place, a gifted place. Oh my gosh, the cards just fall out today. Spirit, can I get some more cards? Holding on, justice, the world. Yeah, holding on to something that has been unserving has been you for the past, okay? Holding on to, getting treated right, or, the correction being made that you've been hoping for. Holding on to that victory instead of leaving and departing from something that is unserving to you causes a chain to happen, to develop there. A codependency of sorts, right? Because there hasn't been an opportunity for creation or creativity or excitement or fulfillment here. One has not come forward for you, whether this be with a person or not. One just hasn't come forward because you've been so unhappy you've forgotten your own value. You've been holding on to things that seem rather hopeless, things that seem very unfortunate, very unlucky, because you've had this idea of what it looks like, but that's not of what your dream is, of what hope is, but that's not what hope is. Holding out for hope and staying in a place despite you feeling dissatisfied only creates more tension inside of yourself, right? It only creates so much more tension inside of you. There's a need for you. This card was just on the ground. I didn't even see it, but it definitely applies. The Three of Wands. There's a need for you to, grab your knapsack and move forward and leave behind what doesn't serve. Can I get some more cards? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Whenever you leave and find this creativity, it switches all this energy around. This is also coming out to say, like, this happened so you could understand what fulfillment looks like to you, okay? It's happening so you can go out and get the new beginning that you searched. The sun is coming up, is what Spirit wants to say. The sun has been coming up for you for a minute, but you just haven't noticed the sun. And then what else is coming out for you today? Anything else? Can I get an animal spirit, please? What are they embodying? My dear air signs. Air signs, you're supposed to be very intuitive, which is probably why you keep holding out in this situation. You need to use your intuition, air signs. Okay, so we have the lizard in reverse. And there's all this color. And we also have the frog in reverse, too. So the amphibian-like qualities, that cold-bloodedness is just not there. This is just so interesting. I feel like you don't put yourself, you're not camouflaging yourself. You're just too, you're too damn giving. It's like you're not hiding. Let's get some clarifiers on the table. I hate when that happens. Let's get some clarifiers on the table for these. What's about the lizard? What are they? Okay, you need to stop hiding that you feel imbalanced. Like, there's this energy of hurt and not hurt, both composing our mindsets, okay? And you need to understand that fairness and equality is persistence in action, okay? And in thought, abundance, and in reverse with the frog. Yeah, you're not getting out and grabbing your abundance is what that says. Because I was thinking of the fly. You know, the fly comes by and the frog snatches it. You're also not echoing your own worth. I feel like you need to be echoing and be more very forthright and upcoming about how you feel, about how you expect to be treated, about, you know, just aligning yourself. You can see the chakras in the middle. I didn't even see these until just now. But it's like some things will hurt, some things don't. Some things will be painful, some things won't. And that is perfectly okay. And if you don't have something, if you experience a loss of abundance or commitment, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Like I said, these two things wait around. They're both in the reverse. There's an energy of you needing not to wait, needing to step out, to remember that injustices can be served to you, and maybe you've caught yourself in an injustice that you didn't even realize that you were in. What is your guidance? We have brighten, abundance, and clarity. I know it feels like there's so much darkness surrounding this thing because there's been a lack of clarity here. Some of you, there's this thing that's going to happen. There's not going to be a whole lot of clarity. There's going to be illusion. I think that's why the moon came out, and that's why the moon came out earlier too. And it's going to be very dark, but Spirit wants you to remember the good, all right? Prevail through the bad and go catch the sunrise on the other end. There's going to be just a lot of darkness clouding the situation or this commitment. A lot of darkness. A lot of what I want to say is evil, like, and that's just to keep you confused and them in power. And that could very well just be your shadow self. Like, that's also about thinking that your abundance is going to be achieved by one thing, but then realizing it's in something totally different. Air signs. Clarity. You have clarity coming out twice. There is definitely, you're about to get some mad clarity on a situation. And I think that's, like I said, about something that you've been waiting on. Air signs, that's where all this clarity is about to come from. You've been waiting diligently for something to come to fruition. You've been waiting for something to happen. And nothing has been happening, but Spirit says it's about to happen. You're about to get that clarity and get that realization. You're about to move on from either a dream that you thought you wanted to pursue that wasn't out, or a situation that you thought was a dream. It was very dreamlike, but it was not dreamlike. And we're going to close today's reading with a song, a poem of sorts. So let's see what comes out for you. We have life goes not backward, not tarries with yesterday, and that's in the reverse. So that seems to me that you're focusing on something that has already happened, and then no sunrise finds us where sunset left us. Exactly. Spirit wants to say you're not going to find resolution in this truth. You're not going to find it waiting around, air signs. It's time for you to go out. I noticed how I said sunrise earlier. The sun was coming up. You had to go find it. You have to go find it. I could already intuitively tell this was going to come out. You cannot cling to the past. You cannot cling to an imbalance, hoping that it's going to come back together, hoping that you're going to get your justice. You have to release and serve yourself before you serve anyone else. Okay. And that's just on the periods, all across the board. But I think we're going to close with that today. I hope this resonated with you. If it resonates, please let me know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please turn the notification bell on. And yeah, I really do appreciate y'all coming out here, guys. I think this weekend's going to be great for you. The weekend has been great. This prediction has been great for all elements so far. Everyone seems to be going through similar energies right now. So with that, I want to say I wish you the absolute best. I love all of you. Thank you for supporting. If you're not an air sign and you watch this video, thanks for just, sticking around and watching. But regardless, I am wishing you a radiant and happy life, guys. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.